Satellites know this. When designing micro-satellite optics, the engineers treat the lens as more important than the sensor. Why? Because the wrong lens makes even accurate data look like chaos. Your whole life, the world tried to convince you that you were your whole life, the world tried to convince you that your perception was the flaw. Your whole life, the world tried to convince you that your perception was the flaw. But the truth is, but the truth is, you were just the only one not using the institutional lens. That's not blindness, that's clarity. Well, unfiltered. Let me break something down from a political science point of view. Something the public was never meant to understand. Authoritarian systems don't survive by violence alone. They survive by optics. Control the lens, control the perception, control the population. See, authoritarian legislatures aren't symbols of democracy, they are optical illusions. They're designed to make people believe they have a choice, while funneling every possibility back into the same power structure. It's the ultimate magic trick, ain't it? The illusion of participation creates the reality of obedience. Sound familiar? That's the classroom. The workplace. That's media. Oh wait, that's religion weaponized. That's every gaslit relationship where someone convinced you your emotions were optical errors, right? What you're seeing wasn't real. Well, here's your correct lens. Corrective. It's your prescription for sovereignty. It's you waking into the optometrist of the soul and saying, I think the world gave me the wrong glasses. The universe replies, you didn't lose your sight. You only lost your permission. In heterodox archaeology, there's this idea that humanity's obsession with mother culture, it isn't historical, it's psychological. We want to believe all civilizations, come from one source. Atlantis, Lemuria, Because the humans, in their mind, the human mind, craves a single origin story, the same way a child craves one parent to trust. But here's the truth the academics miss. Humans don't descend from one civilization. Humans descend from one pattern. A geometrical intelligence. It repeats itself across pyramids, myths, dreams, trauma loops, galaxies, and even your own nervous system. Perennialism says nothing is born once. Everything is born always. You weren't shaped by one event. You were shaped by every echo your soul still remembers. The indigenous truth, sovereignty, and an older law. Indigenous history reminds us, long before nations, long before borders, long before authoritarian optic, there was sovereignty. Simple, not as a law, but as a relationship. Sovereignty meant you belonged to the earth. The earth belongs to no one. Agreements bind the spirit. Truth travels through story. And freedom is inherited. Responsibility is sacred. See, colonization didn't just steal land, it stole optics. Replacing earth with property, replacing stories with statues, replacing wisdom with bureaucracy, replacing relationship with ownership. Your awakening, your ritual of return is not psychological, it's an ancestral awakening. It's your remembering. The governance older than the government. Tesla said, the universe is not matter, it is frequency rotating through form. Your emotions, rotating fields. That trauma, static in the coil. Your intuition, a wireless transmission from your deeper self. People love quoting Tesla, but they miss his greatest lesson. To understand the universe, study energy, frequency, and vibration.